It's been crazy. I mean, just to see the success. I know when he told us he was changing from baseball to football, of course, I was the doubter. I was the one that said, stick it out, and didn't realize how depressed he'd gotten from it all. So when he made the change, never in my wildest dreams would I think we would be going through another draft. And I'm just so proud of him because he's worked very hard. And he just, has really put his heart and soul in this and wanted to come out from the bad part of baseball to find himself in this new football career. It's just awesome. Just think of it as a job interview. I mean, each team wants to see what you're all about and hear your story. So, I'm so proud of him. I actually took him to the airport Friday morning when he went to go to Charlotte and got up at 4:15 and got him to the airport. And I was really disappointed when I asked for my Uber tip that he wasn't going to give me a tip on the way back. But no, it's exciting. And to see all these teams, I mean, I'm like, and I always have to ask him, give me the schedule because I'm an A-type personality. I like to just know where's he going to go, who's he meeting with, and who does he get the opportunity to talk to. So it's been enjoyable. As a mother, it was heartbreaking for me because where he was told, hey, be ready, you're going to get called into the first round, first day or the second morning, the second day.
Right.
And, we didn't hear anything. And when he finally just said, I'm out of here, I can't watch this anymore. And to be on the third day where it was on the computer, and they said, 17th round, Pittsburgh Pirates pick Hayden Hurst. It was awful. I hated to see him go through that because he had been always very successful in playing sports. And to feel that, but it was exciting when it ended up okay, when the Pittsburgh, ended up coming up with the dollars that he wanted and he got to go play.
Yeah.
So it turned out better. It's kind of anticlimactic. So, and I know his hope is to be called on the first day of the NFL draft. And, I know he wants to just be here at home and not go through the Dallas, which would be wonderful and lovely. I'm sure they do a lot of wonderful things there. And with Jimmy, or Jerry Jones having it in his hometown now, I'm sure it will be a wonderful experience. But this was Hayden's decision. We are backing him whatever he wanted. If he wanted to go to Dallas, we'd go with him. But he really just wanted to have our core family here at the house. I just remember going and walking on the field, and I'll never forget Steve Spurrier Jr. saying, Hayden, what do you think it's going to feel like having 85,000 people screaming for you? And I got goosebumps. It was like, where do I sign up? Because, and that's when I think Hayden he knew that was home. And I just can't thank the South Carolina school and the coaches and the fans. I mean, everybody's been so supportive of Hayden over the last 3 years, and they'll always have a special place in my heart. We were at the pregame, and Hayden had gloves, and there was a young man that was in a wheelchair, and Hayden walked up to him and gave the gloves to him. And of course, I know how humble Hayden is, and I know he says that, but he truly is. And that little boy was just elated. But then I watched his father's reaction, and his father almost cried. And then what was even more interesting is, as Hayden left the field, there was a police officer, a security policeman, and he came up to me and he said, I just witnessed all that. And he goes, and he posted a picture on Facebook and said, this is the true Hayden Hurst. And just those kind of things just warm your heart. I know he's really doing a great job, and it's fun to see him succeed. And I know the next chapters are going to be even more exciting.
You have plans for your favorite meal that night, or?
Hadn't really talked about that. We should.
No,
we talked about going to Topgolf maybe in the afternoon just to get all our minds off of it, because since it doesn't start till 8 o'clock.
Right.
So maybe just doing something to just be out of the house, and then probably have something here. But we have a party planned for Saturday, so that's why we're really hoping he gets picked on Thursday.
Yeah.
And then they said that he'll fly the next day to visit the team and then come right back that evening.
Okay.
So that will work out great.
How antsy are you going to be as a mom?
I'm already. I mean, it's just, it was okay until, I think when we sold someone, it was 3 weeks from last Thursday. I was like, oh my gosh, it's here. So I'm the anxious one in the family. Jerry's more of the calm. So, but I'm just happy for him. And I know wherever he's meant to be is where he's meant to be. And it's the right place and the right fit for him. And it's the team that needs him. And I know he just wants to get going and contribute, because he's tired of doing all the workouts. He's ready to get back on the field.
Oh, it's incredibly exciting, and we're incredibly proud that he's made the comeback that he did from suffering through what he did in baseball to get where he got to today, to maybe first round. Who knows?
Yeah. As a parent, what's this process like for you?
It's there's a lot to it. That I guess baseball helped in going through that draft process there. This is a lot more under the microscope, I guess, if you will. They have a lot more detail to what they're doing than the baseball people did. The baseball people, they come out and they see you, and put the radar gun up and all that. But here, I mean, it's a lot of just once the team picks you, like the Pirates picked him, and then you have to jump through all the medical hoops and all that. Well, here everybody's doing that before they make that pick.
What are your memories from that draft process, maybe even that draft day, of what that time period was like?
Yeah, well, I think the biggest thing for us was there was a lot of disappointment. What we were told and what happened were exactly the opposite. Projected late first, early second, and then he ends up falling to the 17th. So I think what it made us do is we're much more cautious this time around, and jaded a little bit by the process. So we know, you have the same thing they're telling us, late first, early second. But I'm here to tell you, if he gets picked in the 7th, it wouldn't surprise us because we've been through this process before, and you just never know. Like we've been told, it's a big poker game now, and nobody will show their cards. I had no problem with it because I had seen the suffering and the struggles, and because I'm a teacher, I have a lot of free time in the summer, so I was able to get down to Bradenton. He'd call, and he would never say anything was wrong, but you could just tell by his tone. And we'd go down there, and then we'd play golf or something like that. And he just wasn't himself. He was very withdrawn, very quiet. But he never once told us, other than the time when Scott Ellerton called me, and Scott said, "Come on down here, we need to talk about some things." And he and Scott had been talking about football, and Scott and I talked, and he said that, Scott said, I think it's time that he needs to take that step and do the football. It's just not working out here. We've done this, that, and the other. And Scott was very frank, and then he helped us through the process of how to do it correctly. When he made the change, did I think he'd be all SEC and an NFL draft pick? I knew he'd be a good player.
Yeah.
I knew he wouldn't have a problem. But he's taken it to the next level with his dedication and determination and drive.
Are you going to have nerves? I mean, it's at 8 o'clock at night. How are you going to be?
I think I'll go to work and do my typical day at school.
Oh, that's right. It's a Thursday.
And come home, and then I'm sure we'll turn the TV on, and we probably won't pay much attention until after probably like 10th, 12th pick.
Okay.
And then from there, you just never know. I mean, I guess one person has had him as high as 16 to the Ravens, and so you just don't know. But I don't think. I think this time, we'll have our real life glasses on, and if he doesn't get picked in the first round, we know the process now. It won't be so stunning as it was the last time.